I love movies, I love cinema, I love the theatre experience, going with friends, experiencing a new story told to you through visual mediums. I thought today would be very, very cool. I have binged through a bunch of scrapbooks and boxes to find some of my old school film tickets and showcase some of them to you guys, so let's get into it.
Really good, right? Fan service for One Piece. One Piece fans, perfect, honestly.
Star Trek was the first film that I saw post coming back from living abroad into the UK, and it was great. Star Trek Beyond, a great tribute to the passing of Leonard Nimoy, and a great conclusion to the new J.J. Abrams Star Trek trilogy. It really got me into Star Trek overall.
Yeah, we're at Via Cinema going to see Wonder Woman. The screening should start in 10 minutes, I think.
Wonder Woman being the fourth film in the DCEU, releasing in 2017 of June. I was just a casual high school goer, looking forward to films. It was great. It was really, I guess I want to say it was the first big, successful superhero film with a female lead. And Gal Gadot killed it. Definitely one of my favourite superhero origin stories of all time. She truly is Wonder Woman. Spider-Man Homecoming, the continuation of that summer of 2017. Again, a great summer for films. So refreshing seeing Spider-Man in a high school environment. He's pretty much a kid. And that was something very, very new that we haven't seen in a Spider-Man film. It's a high school film overall, very Ferris Bueller's inspired. I think Tom Holland nailed it as Spider-Man. Great introduction to the MCU of Spidey. I think John Watts did a great job. Thor Ragnarok released in the autumn of the same year, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have any high expectations going in. I was like, bro, why did they make Thor a comedy? But again, I was completely proven wrong. A loose adaptation of the Planet Hulk story, but with Thor infused into it. It's a great comedy. The banter was great. I love the characters, and the action was superb. They did Thor very, very well. I think Taika Waititi really gave audiences a great refresher on the Thor character, and it was a banger. Oh, November 17th was an infamous day for me, not gonna lie. I waited for Justice League to come out. I was so excited. At the time of me making YouTube, everything was just the build up to that film. It was all DC related. It came out, yeah, it wasn't a Zack Snyder film at all. Seeing that moustache from Henry Cavill's face CGI'd out, I'm like, bro, this was not a good sign. I went to shopping mall, Westfield, with a group of friends that same night, and we had a good time, not gonna lie. It was enjoyable. But the years of that film getting dissected, it got worse and worse and worse. But hey, overall, the Snyder Cut finally came out. We got the true Justice League vision that we always wanted. December of 2017 was another notorious month. The Last Jedi came out, and damn, that was a very, very controversial film. There was a lot of stuff that I liked about it. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of cool stuff, but I think overall I didn't like the direction of the way they handled the characters. Plummeted my hopes and expectations for the rest of the whole Disney era of Star Wars. But again, if you enjoyed it, more power to you. Ready Player One is one of my favourite films of all time. I want to say it's my favourite Steven Spielberg film, which might be a surprise to you guys because he's made bangers throughout the decades. Ready Player One was a film that came out where I was very, very low in my life. I was going through a lot of personal crap. As a gamer, as a love for gaming and games, seeing that film come out, it was the perfect textbook definition of escapism. It's pretty much a dream for any video game fan wanting the Oasis to happen and come true. So fingers crossed within the next 10-15 years we have something like the Oasis in Ready Player One. Joker was a great character study. It's a great social commentary on our society as a whole. Is it my favourite Joker depiction? No, it's probably one of my lesser favourites in any version of the Joker I've seen. As a mental health film, it is a 10/10 film. As a film itself, it's 10/10. As a Joker film, I'll give it a pass, a 6 or 7. For me personally, Joker, when he's in the room, he's in control. He's supposed to be intimidating and scary and unpredictable. This Joker is not like that, and again, that's my own interpretation and my own expectations of the character. But it is what it is. I think Joaquin Phoenix did an expendable job on the character, and he deserved the Oscar. Oh lord, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy over here, but yeah, I didn't enjoy Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker at all. So heartbroken with what Disney did with this trilogy. Oh my lord. The highlight of the film was legit me laughing out loud in the theatre. I couldn't control my laugh. I tried to respect the rest of the people in the theatre. There was that one scene where Rey force healed something out of nowhere, and I was legit laughing out loud. My friends next to me were like, man, we understand you're paid, man, to sleep, it's fine. But yeah, that's all I can say with The Rise of Skywalker. Wuthering With You was a beautiful animated film. It is my second experience watching a Makoto Shinkai film, and it was one of the most beautiful cinematic experience I've ever had. It was a very little cute cinema as well, a little theatre. I want to say 25 people max. It was great. The music, the animation, it truly is one of my favourite anime films of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog, wow, like the build-up for this film was intense. From the first trailer drop with that terrible character design, they delayed it and then they redid the character design, and bloody hell, what a film it was. I'd say that was the reason why I watched it, because of the changes they made. And Jim Carrey was definitely the standout of the film, and it was you could say a spark in the video game adaptation genre, where, you know what, video games can actually be adapted pretty well into films. So yeah, like, I want to say we were the oldest, like arguably friends were the oldest in the entire theatre. Everyone else were families or kids. The after credit scenes where Tails comes in at the end, all of us were like jumping and screaming. We were legit the kids of the theatre. It was a great experience, legit. Tenet is one of my favourite Chris Nolan films. It was mind-boggling and definitely is a epic cinematic experience. So happy I saw that in theatres. That final act, to this day, I'm still mesmerised by. The ending was so emotional. Robert Pattinson, it was his build up to him being Batman, and this was like the first big film before the Batman came out, and yeah, I was sold when I saw him in that film. Very mind-boggling film, yeah. As an anime fan, I never actually watched Akira growing up. I knew about its reputation and how big of an industry changer it was in anime and animation in both West and East. It was the October 8th of 2020 where I finally got to see it in 4K due to its re-release, and oh my god, I'm so happy I got to see it in cinemas. Again, another mind-boggling, I had no idea what was going on the entire time. Although, I want to say, I know people love it to death. The story was a bit inconsistent at sometimes because I feel like a lot of stuff was cut out, and it turned out it was based off a manga that wasn't finished at the time, and I can see why, but still, I think if you are an anime fan, it is a must-watch. Demon Slayer: The Mugen Train is the second major arc in the Demon Slayer series, and cinematically released, and it was my first 4DX experience. What an experience it was. It felt like a roller coaster with your chairs going up and down. I love Tanjiro, I love Zenitsu, the animation was beautiful and stellar, the music was beautiful and stellar. What can I say, Demon Slayer pretty much has taken the world by storm right now in this current age of anime and manga. Free Guy is another Ready Player One style video game where it is set in a video game world starring my goat Ryan Reynolds. I didn't expect to enjoy this film that much. I saw one trailer going into it. I didn't expect to like it that much. Again, if you're a video game fan, especially if you're a fan of like MMOs, online PvP style games, you'll get a lot of the references there. Defo must watch, and a lot of funny, cool Easter eggs to video games and pop culture. Oh, No Time to Die was definitely one of the best action films I've seen in a cinema. My friend next to me was legit crying at the end of the film, as it was Daniel Craig's last film as 007, and what a way to go out. I want to say it's probably my favourite James Bond film, not gonna lie. Probably on par with, I want to say, Skyfall. Great emotional experience. I love when cinemas showcase like classic films. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was one of the first films I ever watched growing up on videotape. I had it, and it was the most like heartwarming experience seeing it in cinema and in 4DX as well. The Quidditch match in 4DX was like, it was so immersive. It was on Halloween as well. Walking out of that film, I had like butterflies in my stomach. You know when you have that warm, cozy feeling watching something hella nostalgic that you grew up watching as a kid? Yeah. Gotta love Harry Potter, man. The same Halloween night we watched The Last Night in Soho. Probably one of the best films of the year. Definitely best British film of the year. Big thriller mystery film with a bit of supernatural touches in between it. It jumps back between past and future with this girl in the district of Soho in London. And the biggest plot twist that happened at the end, I was legit jaw dropped. Oh, what a twist. Okay, I actually don't have the cinema ticket for this, but for some reason I have the receipts for all the food and snacks I got. Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings, probably my favourite of the Phase 4 films for the MCU. I love martial arts, I love over-the-top action, I love hand-to-hand combat, and Shang-Chi genuinely feels like the closest thing that we have to like a live-action Dragon Ball Z and Naruto style film. I was entertained from beginning to end. It was a great coming-of-age story. Yeah, definitely the best of Phase 4. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home on opening night, and it was amazing. It was IMAX in the giant theatre of Leicester Square, and bloody hell, what an experience it was. The cheers, the reactions, the cheering, the shouting, the screaming, the character reveals. Oh my god, bro, what an experience. To this day, it still feels like a fever dream. Yeah, just when I thought nothing could top the first Sonic the Hedgehog film in terms of video game adaptations, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 tops it for me, and oh my god, what a film it was. If you're a Sonic fan, growing up, I want to say in the adventure era of the Dreamcast, I'm so happy, like, as a Sonic fan. As a gamer, like, Sonic the Hedgehog is pretty much back in the spotlight that he deserves to be in. Another late night IMAX opening screening, Leicester Square, the Batman, bloody hell, what an experience it was. Bro, I can't comprehend how good this film was. It was so good. I want to say it was the Batman film that I was have been waiting for a very, very long time. That mystery, gritty, noir detective story, and we finally got it thanks to Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz and crew. My first initial reaction of that, this felt like a year one comic come to life straight from the Frank Miller comics, and yeah, they 10-10 man, 10-10. I kind of bookended Top Gun Maverick beginning of the summer of 2022 and at the end of summer 2022. Hands down, it's my favourite movie experience of 2022 so far. It's all practical effects. It's a simple premise, get this mission done. Like, genuinely watching Top Gun Maverick, first of all, I think it's the first film that I've seen 3 times in a cinema. The entire film I had butterflies, and at the end of the film I was legit tearing up and smiling the entire way. It was such a surreal, amazing experience. In 4DX as well, it felt like you were in a plane yourself. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness sees Sam Raimi, the great legendary Sam Raimi of the Spider-Man trilogy, come back to direct an MCU film. And it is a very, very Sam Raimi style film. Very, very stylistic, which I haven't seen in an MCU film before, with the likes of Multiverse of Madness. Very, very colourful, very, very weird and insane. Very, very scary as well. Definitely a visual spectacle. As a casual fan of Elvis's music, the great late legend of rock and roll, I learnt a lot of really, really cool, interesting things about his story, the trials and tribulations he went through, his career and stardom. I definitely want to say it's my favourite biopic of all time, actually. I haven't seen that many, but Elvis is definitely up there. I think Gerard Butler definitely deserves some kind of Oscar or award for his adaptation of the man himself. Hey, and it turns out he was a Captain Marvel Jr. fan as well. Shazam family. Fun little fact. Bullet Train is a film I shall defend to death. I loved this film. Oh my lord, what an experience it was. In my top 5 films of 2022 so far. I love the very, very stylistic style of filming, the action, the witty dialogue and humour between the cast and characters. Very, very unpredictable, very non-linear in its style of storytelling, and I'm just very shocked that it's being review bombed because I genuinely loved Bullet Train. Definitely highlight the year for me. And ending off the collection with Dragon Ball Superhero. If you didn't know, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan for life. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. It is, I want to say, my first anime, my first big anime that I got into. As a child, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, so seeing the limelight go back to Gohan and Piccolo, and the story continuing post Broly and Dragon Ball Super, I was smiling the entire way through. So ladies and gents, thank you for watching my little scrapbook collection of movie tickets. It's really, really cool. I know some people throw away tickets and stuff. Movie tickets are kind of like little memory capsules because it legit gives you the date, the theatre that you go to, the time that you're watching your screening, and who served you as well on that day. And just looking back at all these, it does bring back a lot of memories from 15 to I am now. So one experience. Again, I pretty much made this video on a whim. I was rewatching a couple of Chris Tuckman's old stuff and he did a video like this and I was like, let me give it a try. I love the movie community on this platform. They're definitely one factor of me starting a YouTube channel in the first place. And yeah, I love movies. Those are my movie memories. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. What are your favourite movies? Your favourite movie memories? Favourite theatre going experiences? Please comment down below, let me know. With that said, I shall see you guys next time. Peace. Shoo.